A tiny community in Hawke's Bay says the Hastings District Council's decision to chlorinate their water is a complete overreaction to Havelock's water crisis. Locals in the seaside village of Haumoana and Te Awanga near Cape Kidnappers say their bore has never had any issues, but the water now tastes like it comes from a swimming pool. Nearly 400 residents have signed a petition calling for the council to stop treating their bore, but the council says that decision is out of its hands. Our Hawke's Bay reporter Anusha Bradley has more.
It tasted disgusting. I mean, you'd turn your tap on and you'd get this huge whiff of chlorine coming up. And, you know, I've heard so many reports of kids with skin rashes and even babies that it's almost like they're getting chemical burns.
Te Awanga resident Sue Franklin ended up installing a filter in her home for $1,500 after the chlorinated water triggered asthma, eczema and stomach upsets. Like all public water sources in Hastings, the bore that supplies Haumoana and Te Awanga has been treated with chlorine since March. Ms Franklin says it's causing more harm than good.
I think it's a massive arse-covering exercise, and blanket chlorination of all the water supplies in the country is highly inappropriate, because I think it's creating a lot more problems for people having it in all the time.
Hastings District Councillor Rod Heap says he's getting numerous complaints a day about the taste.
The feedback from the community is absolutely immense. They are totally aghast on the chlorination. We've had good water for a long, long time, absolutely prestigious water from our bore. I've lived in the area all my life, and of course the water tastes basically like a swimming pool. It reeks of chlorination. I couldn't get used to the showering, so I ended up putting a filter on my house.
In August 2016, more than 5,000 people in nearby Havelock North fell ill after their water supply became contaminated with Campylobacter. The government inquiry into that outbreak recommended all drinking water should be treated. Hastings District Council says it decided to chlorinate the Haumoana bore because it once tested positive for E. coli a month before the Havelock outbreak. But Rod Heap says that test was in fact a false positive, and the council's decision is an overreaction to the Havelock fallout.
It is a overreaction, and I can't. Some ways I sympathise with staff a little, because they don't want to see any repeats of that. It was so absolutely damaging for the whole country and especially our district. But it is overreactive, especially when it's not mandatory that we should be treating other town supplies.
No one from Hastings Council was available to speak to RNZ today, but in a statement it says the Haumoana bore has been treated with very low levels of chlorine for a decade to combat naturally occurring ammonia in the water. It says the Havelock inquiry also recommended that councils could potentially apply to an expert panel for water sources to be exempt from treatment, but this panel has yet to be set up. In the meantime, Hastings District Councillors will discuss the Haumoana and Te Awanga community's request at its next meeting. In Napier for Checkpoint, Anusha Bradley.